See what Charles is up to.
Hey! What's up, Sam? How you doing? Come on in. You're here early.
Chuck, I'm kind of thirsty, I'll be honest with you. I've been out there on the streets all day.
You know, if you feel like maybe giving your immune system a charge, a nice, good tap will do the trick. And I know how to make tap straight fresh.
You can make fresh tap?
Totally from scratch. You get a nice, cool glass. Put it down over here. But you see, the thing about glasses these days is that they got to be sterilized. See what I'm saying? Hairspray. There we go. The first thing I start off with is a fucking nice, sweet apple. Okay, there we go. And I only take a little bit, like.
So we have to actually sterilize this apple real quick. There we go. Take a bite. It's clean.
I'm full. I'm so full. What I like to start off with is a little bit of gunpowder.
Now, Charles, are you being serious that this is how municipal tap water's made?
Oh, yeah. If you ever go to, Flint, Michigan or something, you're going to have sulfur water, things lighting on fire. You got egg water. You got all different kinds of stuff. So, you know, people are really used to this flavor. And you know what else they're used to? They're used to taking it in the ass. As in, they pay taxes and they get that water and they do nothing about it. They might scream a little bit and say, oh, our water's bad, but they end up not doing very much. So it doesn't really matter. So I like to emulate that sort of, that sentiment of paying taxes, paying really high taxes and getting nothing in return, not even clean water. See, it's got tissues in it. Half shower, half bowl. A little bit of toilet water. It's fucking not so bad. It's not as bad as people think. The creamy paste. No, it's not ready. It's just not ready. You want to give it a little bit of like
showmanship.
Showmanship, yeah, and a little bit more spice. Sometimes I'm feeling like really angry. Like I don't know if it's a testosterone thing, but the problem with anger is that an angry population of people, when their government doesn't even provide them with clean water or even like fix the streets, potholes, you know, when the taxes get like that, people with a lot of anger or testosterone usually flip cars over and sometimes even kill politicians. And I hate that shit. You can't have that. So I usually put birth control in every concoction that I make. It's gone from a tap water to a martini now, so we're really just enjoying it. But the original recipe, still just as,
This is MDE, how to make tap water, guys. Pay attention. You're going to want to make this at home for yourself and your kids.
Fucking tap.
Guys, this stuff came out so thick. I was going to spice yours up a bit. Do you like it a lot? Okay, guys, thanks for enjoying this tap water. We should all taste it. Here's to life. Here's to you guys. This is Monster. This one's Monster.
This is absolutely lit. This is lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. My name's Jeff. Just kidding. My name's Dark Match Steve. Obviously, god damn it. I can't believe I have to tell you these things. Welcome to the stream. What are we getting into tonight? Johnson & Johnson. I never covered this James O'Keefe video on here. You guys know I love me some James O'Keefe. And it's not so much James O'Keefe that I like. It's I like the way he utilizes cute little twinks to go undercover. And by undercover, I mean sleep with closeted gay people within the FDA and pharmaceutical companies and stuff like that. The twinks go undercover, they suck their cocks, and they get the data that we need. Okay? That's what I like about James O'Keefe. He knows some really good quality twinks out there that can, let's say, extract all kinds of information from other gay men. Welcome to the stream. We're going to cover this James O'Keefe deal. It's baby powder, Johnson baby powder, carcinogenic. What? I never would have guessed a company like Johnson & Johnson, who clearly cares about the average citizen more than profit margins, I never would have guessed that they would have cancerous baby powder and possibly know about it and not tell people in time and all that. You never would expect this to happen. And I doubt that that's true, but let's take a look at this undercover video, see if there's any truth to this. I can't believe for 1 second that a reputable pharmaceutical company would ever release a product that could hurt someone. I'm playing this video to debunk it. Okay, that's what we're doing tonight. We're debunking this video. James O'Keefe, we've had enough. Let's see. Guys, let me get to the chat page. Wherever you're at, get in the chat. I got to say that every night. Baby, this chat's sexy. Get up in here. Get cozy. Tonight we are on YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble because I'm covering some something I think that would do okay on Rumble. So we're there too tonight. No Facebook. And the boomers that have been using Johnson & Johnson baby powder, it's too late for them. They already have the cancer. You people on Rumble and YouTube and Twitter, you're young. You still have time to save yourselves. Unless you've been vaccinated. So anyway, yeah, let me get to the chat. I'll say hello, everybody. I will say hello to everybody trickling in here. And we'll get started. I got to be off by like 9:15, guys, again tonight. Here we go. We're getting to the and as you guys know, a little bit of incentive for the chat. Whoever's first in the chat gets a free prostate milking from yours truly. If you're a woman and you're first in the chat, you can re-gift it. It makes a good Christmas gift. This is the part where I normally name like 10 holidays and repeat them a bunch of times and say it makes a good gift for any holiday. We're going to skip through some of that. We got a quick stream for tonight, okay? Anyway, men, you are not allowed to re-gift the prostate milkings. You have to take it. If you're first in the chat, you have to get the free prostate milking. If you're a woman, you're allowed to re-gift it to some man, and then they are forced to endure it or enjoy it. So let me say, Fat Pig. Guys, is anyone going to step in? You guys are just going to let the Fat Pig take all the free prostate milkings. You guys are starting to make me think that you don't want them. And like, this is just a thing I'm doing for my own entertainment, is offering free prostate milkings. It's almost like you guys don't see what's in it for you. That's so weird. But anyway, Fat Pig, thank you, sir, for getting. The Fat Pig always wins. Thank you, sir, for getting in here first. Lover, I appreciate you. Dutch Duke's up in here. Boom, roasted. Did I get roasted already? Did I get roasted already in the chat, guys? I'm only 4 messages in. What happened? Dutch Duke, royalty, nobility, double D, sir, welcome. White Ice Tea's in here. What's up, bro? Thanks for joining us. Michael Earl. Rainey's in here. Ladies and gentlemen, Rainey is officially banned from calling in on my Instagram. She disrespected me in a way last night that I never would have imagined, especially not while I'm mourning the death of Ozzy Osbourne. Do not buy a house from this woman in my chat. She's trying to sell Epstein's properties. Bad stuff happened there. Do not buy those properties from her. Brian from Philly's in the chat. Oh, and by the way, I still don't have the the horn sound. Brian from Philly, $100 on the PayPal or the Venmo. I forget which one it was, but $100. Brian from Philly. God damn it, sir. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that right now. Things have been rough recently for me. Work-wise a little bit too. My mom's been in and out of the hospital. It's fucked up a few work days for me and stuff, and Anyway, thank you so much, Brian from Philly, dude. I really, really fucking appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the stream, sir. I really am. And I'm happy to see you up in the chat too. I like to see you checking in with me. Brian from Philly, we have to chill sometime soon, get together, have a few drinks or something, chat about stuff. But yeah, fucking Brian from Philly up in the chat. Brian from Philly's royalty over here for sure. Thomas Gilson, what's up, bro? OOG7 over on the Rumble. Donald Ferguson, what's up, Don? Ordered a year's supply of what? Free prostate milkings? That's what the fat pig has, pretty much. Lifetime supply. Scott Starboard's in here. What's up, Scott Starboard? Scott, we missed your stream tonight. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe Scott's not streaming. What the hell? Yeah, last night's stream was cool. Can you guys, so this is actually was interesting to me. Last night, you guys know how much music we played. We played a couple different clips. We played clips from Bark at the Moon, the music video, and Ozzy singing live from his the farewell concert or whatever it was. And a couple other clips of Ozzy playing. The last, what we closed the show with almost, towards the end of the show, we played War Pigs covered by Faith No More. Those motherfuckers hit me with a copyright. And like, not where it's a strike on my channel, but they hit me with a copyright where it actually blocks my video from being seen unless I remove those segments. That is a bitch. I never would have seen that coming from Faith No More. I mean, I guess once you're like an MTV affiliated, I don't know what fucking record label or who controls what with Faith No More. But dude, that's the weird thing is it's a live version of them covering an Ozzy song. How dare you hit me with a copyright? You stole the song. You guys didn't write the song. You're covering it. How can you hit me with a copyright? Faith No More is underrated. But that's enough about them because they pissed me off. Crushed me to have to cancel the show. Yeah, I bet it did. I had a long day, guys. I almost didn't want to stream tonight either. But yeah, let's get to this James O'Keefe deal before it gets too late. Oh, by the way, I'm sure some people heard, and I thought about doing a stream talking about this, but I don't want to cause any trouble or ruffle any feathers with playing somebody else's content or something. And anyway, from what I hear, if you guys notice with the shirt I'm wearing, Operation Pigmentation. Supposedly, Operation Pigmentation is done. Now, I'm sure that's true for all intents and purposes at the moment. But, dude, I don't think that could be the last of Operation Pigmentation. That was actually a really good podcast. How the fuck are we just going to let that happen? I actually did like Operation Pigmentation. I didn't catch every episode, but every time I listened to it, I was actually cracking up. Seth tweeted about it earlier. Yeah, that's where I saw it. I saw that, and then I put on the morning show to listen from the beginning because I only caught it from like 7 something to 8 something. I got about an hour and a half or an hour 40 hour and 15 minutes, something like that. I need to clean this out. This thing's getting clogged. This isn't peach tobacco, you fucking scumbag. Oh, Holyoke Joe's up in here. He says, yesterday I learned the difference between an anus and a rectum. What's that? I don't know the difference. They're both made for tongue punching. I know they have a lot of similarities. Scott Starboard, yeah. According to Seth's tweet, Operation Pigmentation is done for. That's what everybody's hearing. That's really surprising. But Buzzy Bob's 4X Undies. Rainey, you got a good one over on Steve last night. Oh, you think so? Well, then you might be the first person to get blocked. Yeah, Rainey called into the show, and she totally acted like she was all cool with me and everything, and we were just like giggling and getting along and talking about music and Ozzy, and then she fucking completely trolled me and hung up. Do not buy one of Epstein's properties from Rainey. All right, let me pull this up. Shot in the dark. Shoo-ba-da-dee-doo-da-bum-bee-doo-doo. All right, let's pull this up. I think it's only like 15 minutes or something. Yeah, guys, it's fucking it's crazy. Let's see exactly what these people fucking say. Okay, so this is on James O'Keefe's Twitter. You guys are here. Let me go to the bottom. So, baby powder cover up. Johnson & Johnson lead scientists. Now, for a second, I thought that was saying lead, as in there was lead in the baby powder, but it's heavy metals, so it's probably lead and other metals. But anyway, Johnson & Johnson lead scientist and executive admit baby powder contained cancer-causing heavy metals. This is not your father's J&J. They don't really give a shit about people. Oh, fuck. Okay, these are quotes from this video. This should get interesting. It's not the talc itself that gives you cancer. It's the heavy metals that are in the baby powder. Now, I don't know. This is interesting to see because I have body powder, and it's not from Johnson & Johnson. However, now I am worried that perhaps, who the fuck knows? There's companies that do this kind of shit all the time where they'll take the same fucking product and put it in a different packaging and just sell it from a different company. And what I'm hoping that's not the case with the the body powder that I use. And I don't use it that much. It's only when I'm like doing a few days worth of, sweaty manual labor shit outside. And by like the second or third day, my ass and my groin, it's not even necessary, but I just feel gross from being sweaty and, having swamp ass and my sweaty summer balls hanging and slimed up against my leg like it's a creepy crawler that you throw against the wall and it fucking crawls down or something. I don't know. Fucking They used to. Now this is the thing that's funny to me, which I guess we can look some shit up here, but this is the thing with the baby powder that they're not using talc anymore. Now it's funny that they mention this in here. It says it's not the talc itself. Oh, I got a phone call. It was a scam call. It's not the talc itself that gives you the cancer. It's the heavy metals that are in the baby powder. Now, and it's funny, I don't remember why, or I don't know why. I'm almost sure that I have looked up before about why they don't use the talc anymore. And I think it's because people associated, and by people, I don't know if it's scientists or who associated the talc in the baby powder with the cancer and stuff. But according to the people from Johnson & Johnson, the talc, which now, guys, if you look at baby powder, foot powder, body powder, if you go look at that at the store and go to buy some, 90% of it says talc free. And I think that's because people thought there was a connection between the talc and the cancer. But according to these people, they're saying, no, the talc, that was just a red herring. Really, it's the metal shavings. That's fun.
This is not your father's J&J. I don't think that we are unethical in things that we do, and I think they don't really give a shit about people.
And it's he. I have to know.
When I started working on the consumer group. So that was actually one of my Johnson's was one of my brands. So I managed all the baby products.
No
so I
way.
actually, when that all happened, I was working on that. So the heavy metals, it's not the talc itself that gives you the cancer, it's the heavy metals that are in it.
In a shocking revelation, Joshua claims that Johnson & Johnson is not only aware of the presence of asbestos in their various products, but they're also aware of dangerous levels of heavy metals used in their products.
Dude, I don't know what the thing is with these like baby products and like topical skin stuff. The fucking FDA doesn't even regulate this shit, do they? I mean, this is the same as the sunblock. Guys, I stopped using sunblock because I heard about the aerosol sunscreen that you spray on. It's the aerosol can that you can just spray it and it's really quick and convenient. That stuff actually is carcinogenic as well. That causes cancer. And I just stopped using sunscreen altogether. I was just like, I don't trust any of this shit. Why? If people are going to go, how long I've seen all my friends, every single friend that I have that I've ever been to a beach with or something has used that fucking spray on aerosol sunscreen. And that shit gives you fucking cancer. Like, at what point do we need... I mean, I don't trust the FDA, but it's like they don't even regulate this stuff. I don't think people realize that when they go to the store and just buy some fucking lotion, fucking whatever bullshit, there's just like... I mean, it's the Wild West. You have no idea what's going to be in there. I mean, that's why I lean towards, like, moisturizer, whatever. I'm getting organic coconut oil. I use that and organic aloe juice. And as an astringent, I fucking use apple cider vinegar. If you were to buy products to achieve the same effects that you would get from the three things I just listed, you probably be exposing yourself to carcinogenic chemicals or something. I mean, that's just how it goes with these things.
Metals that cause grave health issues, including cancer. Heavy metals inside of their baby powder products has never been shared with the public before until now.
Do J&G products cause any harm? Because it's caused a lot of harm to women, right?
No wonder those bottles of baby powder, they seemed a lot heavier than they were supposed to be. It turns out there's heavy metals in there. You can actually use Johnson & Johnson baby powder. You can actually use it to do bicep curls because they're so heavy They're just full of heavy metals.
Ovarian cancer.
Look, things happen, especially.
And guys, here we go. I know I'm talking too much bullshit here, but listen to what she said. It's ovarian cancer. Okay, I'm sorry. I know male and female genitalia is different and works a little different and stuff, but guys, if there's baby powder that causes females to have their ovaries become cancerous, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't risk putting that anywhere near my fucking balls. Right?
A company like J&J that has hundreds and hundreds of thousands of employees around the world, things are going to happen, unfortunately.
Do they believe that's helping cause cancer?
They looked into it very closely, but they just couldn't. It wasn't, I guess, in their minds, statistically significant enough that they felt that it was some kind of like serious type of an issue. How do I know that didn't cause my sister? She had ovarian cancer.
Johnson & Johnson executive David Altman tells us on hidden camera that he suspects that his own family members have been affected by Johnson & Johnson's own baby powder.
Bro, look at this. Guys, this is what I'm saying. Like, there are people that make this argument that when it comes to all kinds of conspiracies that involve harming the general public, okay, whether you talk about the chemtrail stuff, people will go, and I don't, I'm not any kind of expert on chemtrail shit, so please don't think I'm endorsing any idea or something here. I'm just saying, someone will say, oh, they're spraying. This is like a claim someone else will make, not me, not Dark Match Steve. Someone will say chemtrails, they're spraying whatever the fuck behind the planes, and that's actually causing people to get cancer and da 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 da. And then people often, one of the like best responses to that is to go, oh yeah, you think people are going into these planes and spraying their own family members? Here's a guy working at Johnson & Johnson. Supposedly, we're like a minute into this video, but there's some kind of cover-up where Johnson & Johnson baby powder is hiding the fact that there's heavy metals in there causing cancer, and is talking about his own sister fucking getting it. Oh, they wouldn't make shots that kill you eventually because they're giving it to their own family members. Apparently, they don't care. Weird, huh, guys? Weird, isn't it?
The reason why I'm staying is because the company, in my case, being here as long as I am, I'm getting.
So Grando Reaper, welcome, sir. When did I say I want the FDA to have more regulations? I already just said I don't trust the FDA. Well, to be clear here, I'm not asking for more FDA regulations. But in terms of if you're saying I wasn't implying I think the FDA should regulate every fucking bottle of lotion that goes on the shelves and test it for whatever the fuck. I pretty much just said that all of that stuff is junk, and even if the FDA did test all of it, you wouldn't fucking know. Really, one of the best ways would be to like go to a natural source. Now, even if you had a natural source, that could be contaminated or tainted or something like that. But what is more likely, that some organic food that you're using as a source for some topical whatever for your skin or even to eat, is it more likely that that is going to have weird shit mixed in, or some product that already is 100 other fucking things mixed in together, right? For this process to make whatever lotion or product, you read the back, there's over 100 ingredients. Where is there more likely a chance for an accident to happen at some stage in the production? It's obviously the thing that has 100 different ingredients. You've got your hands in it more. So what needs to be done for this? I can't think of anything else. Well, so I don't know what the I'm interested to see what they say here, because Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I mean, maybe there should be more regulations or something like that. Certainly it's one thing. So when you're talking about FDA regulations, normally what the FDA is getting involved in, if you look, when do you see when you buy a supplement or something like that, what do you see on the bottle that mentions FDA? In saying that it is not FDA regulated. What does it say on the bottle? Can anybody put it in the chat real quick before I straight up spell it out for you? When you buy a supplement and it has FDA on it, it's not saying it's regulated. What does it say? Well, anyway, it'll be delayed a second. What it says on if you buy a supplement or something, Grando says full transparency. I don't buy supplements. Yeah, I stopped buying vitamins too. But if you buy any kind of supplement or something, it will say on it, not regulated by the FDA to cure or treat any disease, right? So, like, that's one of the big things when it comes to supplements and stuff. Off the top of my head, it seems to me that they're more worried about somebody making a medical claim about a supplement or some product without that being proven to be true by the FDA's standards. When it comes to there being heavy metal and stuff in, I'm really not sure how you go along with the what kind of regulations. This is what I'm saying. The most, from what I've heard, the FDA doesn't even regulate any of this stuff at all. They're not like checking to see what's in it or something. So yeah, in my mind, the best solution for you, the person making a personal choice as of what to buy, is to try and find a natural source for that. Even if you could find some kind of fucking, fruit or food byproduct that is in its, possibly in its simplest form. Otherwise, you got to trust some fucking giant corporation's manufacturing process while they mix together 10,000 chemicals to make the lotion you like.
Major reward for longevity. And they pay me a lot of money to do this now. You're not like reporting me, are you? And I don't want to be on the news tomorrow. Promise?
I promise.
I promise. This bitch must be hot. This bitch must be hot. He called her out. He's like, "You're recording me, aren't you?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, cool. Let's go. You're pretty fucking hot."
Yesterday, we showed you a video of Joshua Reese, a lead regulatory scientist at Johnson & Johnson, who revealed to our undercover journalist the reckless process J&J used in creating the COVID vaccines.
There's no proof. I mean, none of that stuff was safe and effective. Let's test it on some, lab models, analyze and see if it works and stuff like that, and just throw it to the wind and see what happens.
Joshua Reese, the lead regulatory scientist, didn't just speak
And by throw it to the wind, he means shoot it in your veins.
About the messy creation of Johnson & Johnson's COVID vaccine. Reese went on to speak about the controversial product that J&J created as well, their own baby powder. For decades, Johnson & Johnson has faced lawsuits with allegations of the presence of a...
There you go, guys. I did not watch this yet. This is exactly, I'm on the right path here. I'm kind of, I've barely paid attention through my life to know what's going on in this situation. So yeah, this is the talcum powder has always been linked to the cancer thing. Johnson opioid case. Okay, yeah. Mesothelioma. Oh, yeah, they were getting sued.
Asbestos in several of their products, including baby powder, products that Joshua Reese, as the lead regulatory scientist, directly oversees. In a shocking revelation, Joshua claims that Johnson & Johnson is not only aware of the presence of asbestos in their various products, but they're also aware of dangerous levels of heavy metals used in their products, metals that cause grave health issues, including cancer. Heavy metals inside of their baby powder products has never been shared with the public before until now.
Give me the tea. I have to know.
So when I started, actually, I started working on the consumer group. So that was actually one of my, Johnson's was one of my brands. So I managed all the baby.
Imagine this guy. Imagine this guy thinking that someone else just wants to eat ice cream with him. That's embarrassing. Out of everything here, I mean, you've made a fool out of yourself, and you've leaked some very interesting information about the company you work for. Stuff that is risking tarnishing the reputation of the company you work for. You've leaked that to a random person, and this is all just really embarrassing. And James O'Keefe showed up, and you ran away like a pussy. That's all very embarrassing. But by far the worst part about this, if I were this guy, the most embarrassing part would be that I thought some random woman wanted to just eat ice cream with me. Yeah, someone likes me and just wants to eat ice cream with me. And really, they don't give a fuck about you. They want you to get a sugar high and fucking leak a bunch of data.
When I started, actually, I started working on the consumer group. So that was actually one of my.
See, they're eating ice cream.
Johnson's was one of my brands. So I managed all the baby products.
No
so I actually,
way.
when that all happened, I was working on that because I talked to toxicologists. And I worked on that stuff. Trust him with all that. So it wasn't actually the product itself. It was an impurity. So naturally, talc comes from mines, and the mines don't have, I guess, 100% accurate standards. So it's like, so the heavy metals. It's not the talc itself that gives you the cancer. It's the heavy metals that are in.
Wow, that makes sense. That'll get you.
But now we still have to. So the other interesting thing is that when we split the company, because now all those products are owned by a completely new company now. So here's the interesting thing. So what happened was not only did we sell it, but J&J agreed to keep this lawsuit. So Johnson & Johnson kept the lawsuit and then they separated. So the consumer products are now its own company, but they don't have to deal with the product lawsuit. We did all kinds of interesting legal stuff because now what they also did was they created a shell company.
What the fuck? So wait, what's happening? Oh, Scott said, watch out, DMS. Song might get you copyright. I don't fucking care. Biggie said, a lot of deodorants have aluminum in them. Yeah, I use that fucking native stuff that doesn't work. That's what I use. It's got like coconut oil and like natural things in it. It I'm telling you, it barely does anything, but it's better. It is better than nothing, but it doesn't do much. But I definitely feel like less prone to getting cancer. One thing too that I've noticed since I started using the aluminum paraben free deodorant is I no longer have deodorant stains on my shirts. That fucking aluminum shit is what gives you the fucking stains on your shirts. Does anybody else have those? Like I wore deodorant every day like a normal person. I just do like 3 or 4 swipes, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. And I would still get these fucking nasty stains under my shirts. And then I quit using the fucking aluminum Axe deodorant shit. I switched to the aluminum paraben free stuff, and my shirts are no longer like that. 2 max? What? Well, you know what? And that's what I was saying. The the native stuff, you pretty much have to use, like, you got to swipe it a few times. I go like 10. I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because, I mean, that as soon as you sweat, it's gone.
Basically, so that the lawsuit could be, basically the design was to bankrupt the shell company. So they sold it off, they put it in its own entity.
Okay.
So now it's like not a portion of the company, it's now its own like little thing. And then the plan was to bankrupt the company. It's never ending. They still go, people are still trying to get this. It's going to be like indefinite. So we were, I guess, pretty much tired of spending all those resources to fight the case. So we just decided to settle as is. We would try to do settle as is at that price point. We would just be like, $1 million, whatever, it's done. Instead of constantly paying these like crazy lawyers to like do all this legal stuff.
Why didn't they sue the mine that like gave you the top powder?
They didn't have money. It's easier to sue the company. We have the money.
The markets are in chaos.
Can't sue the mine. They're probably mining some fucker. Who knows what goddamn country they're selling out to take all their talc and give us fucking cancer. I'm allergic to most deodorant. You know what? And I feel bad for you because that's a good scent. Scott Starbird, that's a good scent. The Fiji, Old Spice Fiji is decent stuff in terms of the smell. But yeah, man, it's yeah. All of that stuff has got that shit in it. I've been putting heavy metal in my ears for decades. Yeah, I know. We're going to get cancer. It's probably what happened to Ozzy. Richie April, baby powder may cause cancer. Baby oil may cause freak-offs. Hell yeah, in this house it does. DMS, try Mountaineer brand or Mando. They both work great. For deodorant, you'll have to send me a message so I'll remember, because I actually will go check those out. But right now I have like 5 fucking things of deodorant. I'm not kidding. The Native brand, they put out a line of Dunkin' Donut scents. The one I'm wearing right now is like strawberry sprinkles. God damn, I feel like such a... Anyway. And then the other one is like chocolate eclair or something that I got. And then I have like 3 other scents by them that I like cucumber mint or something. I don't know.
Chaos and just coming off 4 years of economic insanity, stabilization is nowhere in sight. Many experts are predicting a recession.
You're damn right, James.
Before it gets better. That's why I recommend getting gold from the people I trust at Fisher Liberty Gold. Fisher Liberty Gold is a respected America First business. Click the link below and you can qualify to get $20,000.
Damn, you know what, guys? I should have turned my scam calls on, because I'm getting scam calls. Normally, I don't get them this late. I switch my iPhone. You can switch to only taking calls from contacts, and that's what I've been doing because I get so many scam calls. But I used to switch that off when it got time for the stream, but they never call anymore after 8 o'clock. And here I've gotten 2 scam calls. I can tell because it comes up. I can see it on my Mac because I have my Mac and my iPhone all synced up. But God damn, guys, should I turn it off now? Just in case we get one around 9 o'clock or something? My phone's almost dead. I forget how to turn it on and off. Hold on. Phone. General? Oh. Hmm. Um. Huh. Man, they have it. I guess I got to update and it changed the setup because I don't remember. That's weird. Oh, well. Let's get back to the video.
Dollars of free silver with a cloth.
Oh, wow. Free silver. Baby powder. Okay.
OMG.com. According to an article in the Journal of Radiation Research and Applied Sciences, quote, prolonged use of baby powders contaminated with such heavy metal may pose a significant risk to human health and the environment due to its toxic metal loading, unquote. Now meet our other subject, David Altman, an executive and senior clinical analyst at Johnson & Johnson with over 26 years of experience at the company. That's 26 years, a quarter of a century. David met with one of our OMG undercover journalists in New York City and conveyed his view on the danger of Johnson & Johnson's baby powder possesses to Americans.
Do J&G products cause any harm? I'm only asking this because of the lawsuits that are out there.
Some obviously think that they do because of the talcum powder lawsuits that we've had. Not all of them do, but it definitely hurt. J&J claims that the asbestos that was found in the talcum powder didn't come from them. It came from the company that provided them the material to make it. So apparently that's been isolated, although the judges don't agree with that.
Because it's caused a lot of harm to women, right? With the ovarian cancer.
It has.
Johnson & Johnson's own internal testing confirmed the presence of asbestos in the talcum powder as far back as the 1970s. But it wasn't until 2020 they decided to discontinue its use of talc for North American consumers. But despite this knowledge, Johnson & Johnson executive David Altman tells us on Hidden Camera that he suspects that his own family members have been affected by Johnson & Johnson's own baby powder.
Dude, I've put this shit on my balls. No fucking way that they just fucking announced in 2020? In the middle of a pandemic, they go, oh, by the way, our baby powder that we've been selling since the 1970s, yeah, it causes cancer. So anyway, our vaccine will be available at Publix and Walgreens. See you there.
Well, things happen, especially at a company like J&J that has hundreds and hundreds of thousands of employees around the world. You know, things are going to happen, unfortunately.
Do they believe that talcum causes cancer?
They looked into it very closely, but they just couldn't. It wasn't. I guess, in their minds, statistically significant enough that they felt that it was some kind of like serious type of an issue. How do I know that didn't cause my sister? She had ovarian cancer.
As our OMG undercover journalist was on the first date with the executive from Johnson & Johnson, Altman told us that, quote, this is not your father's Johnson & Johnson. Also saying, quote, they really don't give a shit about people, unquote. He even affirms that the company, Johnson & Johnson, is evil.
What do you do for work again? You work for
I'm a
J&J,
senior
right?
clinical analyst.
Well, I work for an evil company. We exist to poison all of humanity through various different ways. Our various products.
Johnson & Johnson as a sales and management in the business air division.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started in 1999.
Wow.
26 years. This May 3rd is my 26th year anniversary. This is not your father's J&J. I don't think that we are unethical in things that we do.
How do you know that they're evil?
I think they're two-faced, meaning that the people it's a dog and pony show, meaning that you can't really trust many people. I think it's very cutthroat, and I think they don't really give a shit about people in terms of otherwise these lawsuits, they never would have gotten this far.
While David Altman claims that his company is inundated with corporate greed and that is essentially evil, David has no issue staying employed as long as the money keeps coming in and he can keep his pension.
The reason why I'm staying is because the company, in my case, being here as long as I am, I'm getting a major reward for longevity. And they pay me a lot of money to do this now. They can't promote me. I'm an executive. I think we're getting worse.
How so?
Because I just think that with corporate greed, it's really quite simple. I just think that corporate greed, these lawsuits should be settled immediately. We just invested $55 billion in buying another company. Everybody seems to care about our earnings results, and I think that basically a lot of people have been basically compromised by some of the actions that we have done as an organization. I just don't think that we treat society as respectfully as we should.
What made you think that?
That lawsuit for one thing. Second thing is, for what I do, the fact that we're selling to the internet can sell our brands way less than doctors are paying for it. It's not right. Shut them down. That's not the way to do business. Again, in terms of
The fuck was that accent? What just happened there?
being fair to people, they pretend to be fair to people, but I don't think they are. You're not recording me, are you?
Absolutely not.
And I don't want to be on the news tomorrow.
Not at all.
You promise?
I promise.
Unfortunately for David, but quite fortunately for the American people.
What the fuck? You made her do a pinky promise. Thank God. Bay, this guy got me ice cream one time. Bro, if you get tricked into spilling all those fucking secrets over a fucking ice cream cone, you, I don't know. You should just go work at an ice cream store. Well, that's good for you. Yeah, I guess if you're more poor and can't afford Johnson & Johnson when you were growing up as a kid, you had to get off-brand stuff or whatever. I guess you're better off for it.
We were recording him and will continue to record self-interest, self-dealing, and greedy corporate individuals who are taking advantage of the American public just so that they can keep their pension and make money. If you work for Johnson & Johnson or any big pharma company or any government agency, or frankly, work anywhere and have video evidence or document evidence of corruption the public needs to know about, you can reach out to us at tips@o'keefemediagroup.com or send a message to me at 914-491-9395. That's 914-491-9395. You can even connect with me now on Minect, and I will personally respond to you. Thank you. Stay tuned, and we will not bow down or cower down in reporting on this corruption. Many people are not willing to report on it.
Where do I contact to become one of the undercover twinks? I really think I could excel at that. I really do. Guys, I'm pretty cute. I'm not dead sexy, but I'm pretty cute. I'm in good shape. I'm in really good shape. I'm not as big as I used to be, muscles wise, but I'm cut. I'm cut. And I'm 5'7". People like short guys. They pretend they don't. It's a thing. It's a weird thing where it's everyone is sort of going along with this idea that short men should be ashamed of being under 6 foot tall or whatever. But really, people like us, short, little, twinkish, cute guys. I'm fucking ripped. I'm 5'7". I'm just cute as hell. For sure, I would pass as an undercover James O'Keefe special twink division. Not really what, fat pig? Are you about to debate me on if I'm cute enough? Fuck you. I'm cute enough for you, bitch. You want my free prostate milkings. You're in this chat first every day. Don't try to tell me I'm not cute. All right, let's see. Let me go to James's. I put this down. You guys aren't on this, are you? Okay. You guys are just looking at me. I'm over back on Twitter. I don't think James would have anything crazy on his page, but let's look at these other. What does he have on here? Okay, let's I'm bringing you guys back on Twitter here. We'll take a look because there's not going to be any tits and ass on James O'Keefe's Twitter account, I don't think. So we can scroll around. Anna Paulina Luna reposted this. And you guys know Anna Paulina Luna is the lady that got elected when we wanted Kevin Hazlett to win. Is she going to do good stuff? Bro, that is crazy. So what? Hold on, guys. Let's look this up. So, all right. So the thing is, right? They're saying that the Johnson & Johnson stuff, they're saying heavy metals. Now, initially, I didn't think about it. So it was supposed to be asbestos that was in the talcum powder. That is part of the ingredient of the baby powder. It's not the talc itself, which I guess they initially thought that it was the talc itself that was causing cancer, but it's asbestos within it. And but that's what they're referring to, right? The heavy metal. Asbestos is a heavy metal, right? No, asbestos is not a heavy metal. Silicate minerals, primer. Okay, so what are they what heavy metals are they talking about? Hold on, let's look it up because they didn't explain it in the video. Let's just see. I don't know why I was thinking I think I was thinking of cadmium. Yeah, remember we were looking up how the chocolates have fucking heavy metal in it too. I'm on a different tab. Let me bring you guys over here. So I'm confused. Let me get you guys on this tab so you see what I'm looking at. But what the fuck? Why does it say Brian Johnson? I must have accidentally clicked that on when it recommended. So, okay, so there's um so the one thing they were saying the asbestos was in the fucking baby powder before. This is a whole different issue. That they're saying the heavy metals are in the talc, part of the talc. You guys still on this tab? Okay, let me go down here. Fuck off. The presence of norms and toxic heavy metals in talcum baby powder. They're going to tell us what norms are, right? I forget. I think I have seen that. I don't remember what that means. Isn't it like something I'm crazy, non-organic, something? I forget. Are they going to tell us? Okay, let's see. Abstract. Baby talcum powder is one of the popular baby care products used for keeping the baby's skin dry and preventing diaper rash. In the past few years, there's been a growing concern on the presence of toxic heavy metals within the baby talcum powder due to its high potential threat to human health and environmental effects. However, its natural radioactivity content is much less considered, where it may pose similar health risks to the consumers. Huh. Radioactivity. What the fuck? It's radioactive? Individual health risk assessments has been conducted through the estimation of absorbed dose rate due to the exposure of ionizing radiation from the 3 long-lived primordial radionuclides of it's listing elements here. 226 RA, 226 RA, and 40K. The usage of baby powders. Assessment revealed that an individual might be exposed to an average radiation rate of, okay, I'm not a scientist, albeit lower than the National United Nations, Scientific Committee on the Effects of Atomic Radiation. Huh. In regards to heavy metal toxicity, all baby powders are within the permissible limits of heavy metal concentration recommended by National Pharmaceuticals Regulatory Agency. Cosmetic scientific body. ASEAN Cosmetic Scientific Body, and the United States Food and Drug Administration, except for NI, where its concentrations are slightly above permissible value of, what is that, nickel? 6.6 parts per million outlined by the FDA. Prolonged use of baby powders contaminated with such heavy metals may pose a significant risk to human health and environmental and the goddamn, I can't read tonight, and the environment due to its toxic metal loading. These results emphasize the need for periodic monitoring and quality control of baby powders to ensure they meet safety standards and minimize potential risks to human health and the environment. So maybe we do need to fucking regulate it. I don't fucking know. You know, it's like ideally, I don't want to. It's the same logic with this chat. I don't want to make rules and have fucking. Which I'm gonna make Scott Starbird a mod, a moderator for this chat, but I'm gonna tell him to do absolutely nothing. Okay, that's gonna be his one rule as a moderator is to not. You better not be actually moderating. It's just for show. Okay. But so I hate to be the one to be recommending regulations and stuff. I mean, I don't think people just aren't going to listen to me when I tell them to just don't use sunscreen and lotion and bullshit from the store. I mean, on top of the fact that what's listed in the ingredients, you have no clue what that's going to do to you, especially long term. But on top of that, there's stuff in the product that isn't listed in the ingredients, mainly heavy metals and shit like that. So I don't know. Everyone isn't going to listen to me just because I say that. Maybe we actually have to have some fucking 3 or 4 letter agency do something like this where they're testing batches of this shit or something. Okay, United States researchers discovered a total of 10,500 industrial chemicals used to prepare cosmetic products with which include carcinogens, pesticides, reproductive toxins, toxicants, endocrine disruptors, plasticizers, degreasers, and surfactants. Among them, toxic heavy metals such as, I don't remember my periodic table. Cadmium, nickel, arsenic. I don't remember what the rest of these are. And what hydrogen, I don't know. Were detected in various types of that's definitely not hydrogen. I don't know what it is though. Were detected in various types of cosmetics exhibiting toxic effects on human health at a low concentration. Oh God, that's not good. That's not good. Pacini et al. 2013. It should be noted that the application of cosmetics can be prone to cause several exposure scenarios. In certain situations, cosmetics such as shampoos and toothpaste are rinsed off immediately after usage, but in some cases, cosmetic products are applied over a large surface of the body and may remain in contact for a particular amount of time, having the potential of getting much greater exposure, such as body lotion, lipstick, talcum powders. The latter may also result in possibility of inhalation or absorption. So yeah, your talcum powder, you're definitely breathing that shit in when you apply it. The exposure pathways of heavy metals from cosmetic primarily involved dermal absorption, although other routes such as ingestion and inhalation can also contribute to a lesser extent. You know, and it probably, I mean, when you're putting stuff, only so much gets through your skin, but if you breathe it in or swallow it, I mean, it's in your system. With talcum powder emerged as one of the cosmetic products that is widely used in baby care, there are concerns regarding the presence of toxic heavy metals as impurities in its ingredients. Despite various quality control applied to manufacturing process products in compliance with the standards of good manufacturing practice and promotions for the safety use of cosmetics, these elements still exist even in the highest quality products. The primary ingredient of baby powder is talc, a naturally occurring mineral composed of magnesium, silicon oxide, and hydrogen. It is the softest mineral on Earth, and chemically, it is hydrous magnesium silicate with a chemical formula of this right here. Generally considered as benign substance, baby powder is commonly used for keeping the baby's skin dry, preventing diaper rash. Da, 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 da. Okay. Shit, this is a long fucking thing. We're never gonna get through this. I can't stay on. Okay. What the fuck is it? Okay. What's the term? Acronym, right? Naturally occurring radioactive material. Okay. We got it. We got it. All right, let's see. So they do okay, so yeah, they're not regulated the way drugs are though. Must be properly labeled. Unlike drugs, cosmetics generally do not require pre-market approval from the FDA, but they can be subject to FDA enforcement actions if they are found to be unsafe or misbranded. um Okay, so yeah, I guess yeah, law does not require cosmetic products and ingredients other than color additives to have FDA approval before they go onto the market. But there are laws and regulations that apply to cosmetics on the market in interstate commerce. Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. Yeah. All right, I really can't. I got to get out of here. So yeah, that's Johnson and Johnson, guys. Next time you think about powdering up your baby, go ahead and light it a cigarette too. Speaking of baby, guys, just for real, we're on a serious note here, just for the last minute of the stream. If you go to my Facebook page, if you go to my Facebook page, you will see a link there. I don't know if I put this on Twitter or not. Let's show this real quick. Okay, let me get you guys on my. If you go over here, there's a link there. Actually, I can put this in the chat, I guess. I can put this in the chat. This is on my Facebook. This is my friend's daughter. They have 3 kids, and this is the third one here, Alana, and she's beautiful. They're all beautiful, sweet, crazy kids. And this is the child I was talking about on the podcast a while back, that my friends were having issues, where the kid was having some seizures. And, they're having to, for a while. So what the seizures started after the girl had a round of vaccines. And I think I kind of laid this out on the podcast. And they were suspicious that it was connected. And they didn't say anything about that to their doctor or anything. First, their doctor, when the doctor, once they had been, doing genetic testing and trying to figure out why these seizures are happening, if it's like a genetic issue or whatever, they ruled that out. And the doctor was like, well, you know what? Let's skip her next few rounds of vaccines that she's supposed to get, just in case. We're just going to skip them, okay? Let's just recommend that you not get them, just in case. There's no reason to skip them. There's no connection between any neurological issues and vaccines, but just in case, we're going to skip it, okay? And so my friends have been keeping a close eye on their baby girl, and unfortunately having to give her different kinds of drugs that are going to stop her brain from being overstimulated by just regular everyday life. And if you get what I'm saying, it's drugs that unfortunately their kid is like a little bit, I don't know the names of these, I forget the name of the drug they're giving her, but barbitol. I think that's it. Barbitol, something like that. It intoxicates, it's impairing the baby. And so the only way to stop the baby at this point from having these seizures is having the baby on this barbitol stuff that's keeping her a little bit doped up, you could say. And unfortunately, that's also hurting her ability to develop as a baby. It's slowing her down a little bit. But it had been going really good for a while. And my friends were telling me, oh yeah, well, we've been talking to the doctor and she hasn't had any more seizures. We've kept her on this medication, but she hasn't really been having these seizures and stuff. So maybe we can wean her off of this. And if we're really careful about it, wean her off, and we can fucking, we'll be good to go. Sorry, I'm copying and pasting this in the chat. But unfortunately, and I don't know why, I'm not going to judge. I get it, guys, that it's difficult to try to like think for yourself and listen to someone like me who's just a random crazy person when you have a doctor that's recommending stuff for your child. I get it. But I mean, I don't know. Unfortunately, guys, my friend, they took their kid back to the doctor and they gave them a round of vaccines, and now the kid is having like 10 seizures a night in her sleep. and it's looking really not good. So, anyway, here I'm putting this in the chat. If anyone even considered tonight, Jesus Christ, that's a long link. Oh well. See if that'll work. I think it cut some of it off. Fuck. Oh well, you go to my Facebook page. You can Dark Match Steve on Facebook. Click on this. This is a fucking GoFundMe. My friend has been taking days and days off of work and everything. This has really been a financial burden, also an emotional one on them. And if you wouldn't mind, if you at any point thought about maybe just for fun throwing a few dollars my way, don't give me anything tonight. Fucking send it to this GoFundMe here, because they're going through a really tough time right now, and my friend has pretty much gone through all of her fucking work days that she's able to pay leave type of shit. And and there's a long road ahead for the baby. And so if you wouldn't mind, at least give it a click, read about the kid and say a prayer if you can't afford to throw a few dollars. But please, if you can and you're feeling at all like, whatever, I'd like to, it'd be nice to help somebody out a little bit. Please fucking go to my Facebook, click on this, and tell them fucking DMS sent you or whatever. This isn't like, I'm not getting a cut of anything. It'd be cool if you told them, hey, DMS, or just mention DMS if there's a thing for a message. I don't even fucking know. You don't have to, it doesn't matter. But yeah, guys, it would mean a lot to them if you could help out. So anyway, maybe on the next, if I do a podcast for the Bubba Army sometime soon, I'll probably break down a little bit more of this story. And but yeah, it's fucking sad, man. It sucks. I hate to see them suffering and the baby. It's fucked. So I'm getting out of here, guys. I love you. Thank you guys for the support. I will be back on tomorrow night. Scotch Starboard should be live around 6 p.m. Eastern time. Then Alex Stein at 7 p.m. And then I should be on around 8. I'll see you guys then. Love ya.